Episode 21 is proudly sponsored by Founders Coffee, the most tasty, delectable coffee here in Las Vegas. It's right across the road from IKEA. If you drop your WHH promo code, you're going to get 10% off your order. They've also got a brand new shop on St. Rose. Check it out. How could we forget the Aussie Project, Australia's tastiest meat pies, a taste of Australia. Now, if you want to get a bit of Australia in you, then look up the Aussie Project. We're going to leave all the description right down the bottom of the podcast. How could we forget? Jay Baller's Beard Balm, the #1 beard balm in the business when your beard needs to be money. And of course, today's episode is proudly fueled by...
In Ireland, the highest form of compliment in any pub is an insult. So I'm considered quite complimentary. Proper number 12, Irish whiskey.
What's the story, guys? Welcome to another episode of What Happens Here podcast. This is Marcus Deegan, shooting direct from Sin City, Las Vegas. Thanks for coming along. We have got another proper podcast today. You guys are going to love this one. We've got an exclusive directly after probably one of the best UFC flyweight fights in history. But don't take it from me. Check this out. Ladies and gentlemen around the world, would you please welcome to the podcast the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno! Yes. Oh, man. Wow. Far out. How does it feel watching that?
Man, I feel so excited, no? I don't see the fight yet, because my Fight Pass account is Mexican, so it's blocked right here in the United States. So I need to go back to my city and watch the fight, because everybody's talking about, hey, that fight was amazing. Actually, I remember after the fight, Dana White was like crazy, man, congrats, the best fight in the flyweight history, wow,
Well, arguably it was obviously the fight of the year. You got the fight bonus, the 50K baby. That's going to help you real nice. How many pesos is that when you go back to Mexico, my friend?
No, man, dollar, I always pay everything,
Yeah.
So now, I'm trying to always be really smart with that stuff, because I need to build something for my future, for my kids.
Yep.
But obviously I had a drive. I'm kind of disappointed for that, but obviously money helps.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that when I interviewed you at Elliot and Co the other day, I didn't know that you were married and had kids until I saw the celebration video. How old are your kids?
The older one has 6 years, 2 years, and 2 months.
What you got?
Three girls.
Busy man, and you're a busy man. You're going to be protecting those girls. And imagine what happens when one of these girls goes on their first date and they knock on the door, and the guy does a bit of research on who the father was.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm here to see your daughter. Yeah, man, that's badass. Hey, I want to welcome to the podcast my co-host, my main jabroni, Matt Peroni. Say hello to Matthew, everybody.
What's going on out there?
What's going on, bud?
Oh man, we got another proper podcast.
Are you happy to have this man
Bro,
in here?
I have goosebumps.
Hey.
The assassin baby. He's back.
Ian, let's play that little clip of me and Matthew watching the fight the other night. We're going to show you a little clip of when we were waiting to find out what the result from the fight was. Personally, we thought you had it, man, especially when that 1 point got taken off of that massive nut shot. Bro, you must have hueros of steel, bro.
Grande hueros.
Here we go.
5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Derek clearly scores the contest. 47-46, Figueiredo. Sally Amato scores it 47-47. And Junichiro Kamijo scores it 47-47. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is a majority draw. And
Damn.
still, the undisputed UFC flyweight
Run it back.
Wow. Well,
Run it back.
Run it back.
what you don't know is that Matt started crying after this because he was actually crying.
It's
Hey,
so surreal to be in this room with him right now.
Yeah.
Not even a week.
I know.
Almost a week,
It's
and it's
crazy.
just
Almost
it's
a week.
crazy. Thank you so much for coming on. It's
No,
so
man,
awesome.
Thank you guys for your time too.
Yeah.
You know,
but you look fresh.
I feel fresh every day. You know.
Yeah.
Every single day I feel fresh. You know.
Yeah.
Obviously, next day I feel very sore, but right now I feel amazing.
Yeah. Well, you look great. What's sore? Your arm? The eye looks a little puffy there.
I mean, no, obviously yes, my face, but the most important and serious thing was my left arm.
Yeah.
I throw too much stuff with my left arm.
So
Okay.
I noticed you were really snapping that left jab out there a
and
lot.
Every single jab was very hard, you know. A
Yeah.
lot of jabs was directly to his face, to his nose, but other ones he moves his
His head.
his head back, and you know I do this move like hyperextension,
The hyperextension.
and it hurts me too much.
So-
Like I remember the fifth round, my shoulder and my elbow was like very bad.
Wow. Yeah. So does it hurt in this part here?
No, here.
Right underneath there, near the
Here,
elbow and the bottom of the forearm.
and
Yeah.
here in my shoulder.
And you got the MRI. Is anything wrong?
No, I mean it's
Oh, good.
like the tenders
Okay.
are swelling.
Okay.
You know, but nothing really bad. You
Uh-huh.
know, but I need to recover my arm.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's it.
Well, I want to introduce
Good.
somebody else to the podcast. We got someone that just came to sit in. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce a man formerly in the UFC. He is actually my mixed martial arts and boxing coach. Welcome to the podcast, Tony DeFreak. What's up, coach?
What's up, brother? Thank
Good
you
to
so
see you,
much.
man. Good to see you. Welcome to the show,
Good
man.
see
Thanks. Now, when I told you that Brandon was coming on, you're like, man, I got to come in there and see this kid. What did you think of his fight on the weekend?
Oh my god! I mean, legend. It was legend, man.
Yeah.
As you always say, is legend. I mean, the whole fight was just up and down all around. And the thing that I like about this is sitting next to him is giving me chills when you walk in the room.
Us, coach.
It's you know, the fact that there's the never quit attitude. You know, you have like an old school mentality of the way you fight. You know, and the fact that like, bro, you're like. There's no bad spots. It's
No.
workable spots. I'm
Yeah.
working out of everything. I just got chills again.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? There's no bad spots. I'm working out of all these spots. Everything's fixable.
Yeah.
And because I'm your warrior. But only warriors can understand that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like you can be in the trenches and thrive in there, and they see you. Look at it. Look
Yeah.
it's right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Love it.
Because you're in the trenches and you
Yeah.
thrive there.
Appreciate it.
And he's smiling as he's getting punched
Yeah.
in the face. How do you? What? I don't see.
Yeah.
I've never been punched in the face before, so I can't understand it. When you smile like that, is that just because you're like, okay, there, yeah, you hit me with all your power, but it wasn't as powerful as I thought it was going to be.
Man, I don't. You know, I'm a happy guy. You know, I try to be always very educated, very humble with the people. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
because I love when the people is like happy to see you. It's a
Yeah.
nice feeling, you know.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So
Yeah.
that's why, but I understand my job too.
Yeah.
You know, and I think before that, all my good attitude affect me a little bit more because I don't was like very focused. I just wanted to finish really fast the fight and go to my home. You know, finish the fight maybe with submission in the first minutes and that's it. But now I want to make damage on my opponent. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's been known to have a really hard punch.
Yeah.
Figueiredo's power and his physique is impeccable. Were those punches as hard as what everyone said they were? Did he hit hard?
No, he hit really hard, you know. But I saw a few highlights of the fight, and I understand everything looks very impressive because literally he moved my body with every single punch, you know. But I defend a lot of his punches, you know, like because he punched my elbows, my forearms. I was always like here, you know. But again, I understand everything looks impressive because he has too much power and he moves my body
Right.
with every single punch. And obviously, I received too much punches directly to my face. So you know.
Did the fact that he blamed his sickness maybe and said that he would have took you out in the first round if he wasn't sick, does that kind of like diminish the valuation of what you did? Because you've been sick before fights, right? Very sick.
I mean, it's not good, but it's a normal problem in this sport, you know, because for the catweight, your stomach is very like very lean, you know, like, and you need to keep your diet after the weight cut.
Right.
You know,
After the
Obviously-
weight cut, you got to keep it. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, obviously you can eat a little bit more, but you need to be smart with that because it's very easy to get sick after the weight cut. So to be honest, I think that is an excuse. You know,
Yep.
because
And so, do you think you can beat him now next time? Did you see holes in his game? And did you, after that fight, are you like, yep, if I get him next time, I got him?
actually a lot of people ask me that, and I think for the next fight, the only thing I need to change is my mentality about I have the confidence to. I know now. I can throw punches with him, you know.
So there was a
Yeah.
little
Scramble with him and do everything with him. And scramble with him and get him back on top.
Because
And
everybody,
then maintain, and that's it.
because everybody was saying like, man, Davison Figueiredo is amazing. Davison Figueiredo is the next superstar of the UFC. And man, obviously he's a champion for one reason. He's good.
Yeah.
I understand that. But man, that fight was about who won this more, and I think I want this
Yeah,
more
Me
than
too.
everybody.
Me too.
Did you think you had more to prove as far as, because I'm not saying that you've been overlooked, but your status has changed since this fight, right?
Yes, I mean, yes, definitely. I mean, I don't know why, but I am always the underdog in my fights. You know, I have too much support for the people around me. You know, like, hey, you are so good, you can do it. You know, but you know, I was like analyst or fucking casinos. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Someone
this guy,
saying
the
underdog.
underdog.
Yep.
And always I have much to prove to the people. You know.
Does that affect you? Does that make you want to come out harder, or does it like when people are kind of like looking down at you as the underdog, but isn't the underdog like the one that's always comes out on top anyway?
I mean, depends how you take that, you know. For me, it's a real motivation, you know.
Yeah,
It's-
that's great.
I know for those numbers for the casino when you're an underdog, it's most of the time it's because they don't know you as well. So whoever's more famous, most of the time is the favorite. That happens a lot too. Unless both the guys are favorites, then they kind of really know. But yeah, it goes back and forth a lot. What round did you think you won for the fight? I had you 2, 3, and 4.
I think the same.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the same. I know the first one was close, but I know
It was
I
close.
received too much damage.
Trying to move you.
Uh-huh.
Trying to make it look good
Exactly.
by moving you.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, yes. You know. So I know I lost the first one. I think the most closer round was the second one.
Yeah.
But I think I won that round, and I know I won the third and the fifth round. I mean, again, I know it sounds like excuse because I have my right hand, I have my legs, I have all other
Yeah.
weapons, you know.
Yeah.
But my left arm was, you know, like destroyed, you know, too much pain in my shoulder, too much pain in my elbow, you know. So, you know,
Yeah.
it is what it is. I lost the fifth round. Was a close fight. Was an amazing fight.
Yeah.
The judges give us the draw. But hey, I think it's good. You know, the rematch will be awesome. You know, maybe
Definitely.
with people in the arena.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I counted maybe 3 or 4 eye pokes and 1 nut shot.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's why they took the point.
That's why
'Cause
they
that
took
was-
the point.
That
But
was
what
the
about the
third
eye
foul.
pokes?
They had to.
The
Yeah,
eye
they
po-
had
the
to.
eye pokes. I counted 3.
I mean, when Jason take off the point to Figueiredo, I think was an accumulation. You know, because
Yes.
I doesn't want just the kick on the balls. It was, you know, the eye pokes. I mean, I don't understand yet why he tried to put a frame with his stone. It's unnecessary, you know. It's
Yeah.
illegal, unnecessary. You don't need it to make a frame, you know. But he do it like maybe I think he was very frustrated,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
and lose
yeah.
his mind. Maybe I don't know,
Yeah, yeah.
but. Man, and then he kicked my balls. You know, my wife was
Bad.
really scared. Like, hey, relax. We have 3 kids. It's fine.
Well, that just tells you, ladies and gentlemen around the world, Mexicans have the toughest nutsack out of
Yes.
any other living man on earth.
And chin.
Yeah, and definitely the chin. I mean, you've got a granite chin, but like, I don't know if you ever sometimes watch a UFC fight, and especially when there's no fans there, you can really hear the punches. Towards the end of the fight, I was like, oh my God, how are they still standing? Like, to where it's like, ugh, like I can feel the punches myself. But is there a huge difference fighting without the fans compared to with the fans? And if there is, what's the difference?
I think the motivation, because if you are losing the fight, or if you have a fight like this one, like the last one, the people start to put, his energy in the fight, all the people around the cage, around you and your opponent, put all his feelings, his energy.
Yeah.
That motivated when you have a bad moment in the between the fight.
Yeah, your fight, to me, that was like the Forrest Griffin Stephen Bonner fight of the flyweights.
Man. Spin that fight in here. You can put that little clip on if you want. We'll talk in the background.
Yeah, that was just such a good fight. Do you think that fight was so good that it probably cemented the flyweight division? Because they wanted to get rid of that division. To think that we never would have saw that fight is crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, one of my goals in this, I have too much goals, I have too much stuff to think about my career. But one of them is, do something for this division too, because obviously, for me,
Here we
Champion lands a big right hand. Oh, look at that. Oh,
That was amazing.
Moreno. He went for the takedown.
Do you have the sequence?
So
Do you have the sequence before when?
you got
Do you
takedown
have the
defense.
sequences before, right when he got poked in the eye and stuff like that? That's when he's getting in trouble, and and that's when I need to stop this.
It looked like you got him with that left hand there, brother. Is this so this is the first time you see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, that counter left hand was
Is it the first time you
incredible.
see this?
my
A little
first
bit,
watching
right?
this,
yeah.
I feel so excited right now.
But like,
By the way,
but then the takedown,
money.
bam.
Good boxing makes better wrestling. There's money. There's money.
That
Double money, yes.
that takedown right
What,
there.
son?
Were you hurt? Did he hurt you and you forced a takedown on that one, or?
In that moment, I tried to pull,
Okay,
pull
yeah.
Vincent Figueiredo,
Yeah.
get confidence, with throwing punches and then close
It
the
works.
distance.
Sick.
And works.
wow.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to give away.
Something. Penetrate. It was great. It was great.
In my opinion, clearly.
Oh, what was that punch that figured out? Oh, right on the button.
Well, that's
there.
where the eye pokes come from. It's desperation, and then this is when he can't do his good boxing defense. You have to go. There you go. Sorry.
Yeah,
just-
but I mean, 3-4 times, man. I mean, look at this.
Especially
There's
in the.
police self-defense tactics based on spearhanding people.
Wow.
It's based on that. Tony Blauer, look it up.
Wow.
Like, I mean, that people do that. And when you're in trouble and you can't outbox the guy, and you're in trouble and you're getting peppered, you got to go, you know what, I got to get full extension. How dare you?
And
How
especially
dare
on the
you?
ground,
John
that
Jones
was
made a living
weird.
on
And
that
guard,
on the way up.
It was so strange.
Yeah. So your hair still looks good.
Thank you.
Chuck that other one in
There's
here.
no product in it. No product in it this
Elliot
morning
and
already.
Co.
Exactly.
The Garrison, one of our affiliates here at What Happens Here, they do the best haircuts in Las Vegas. Let me tell you, beard trims, facials, the Garrison, Elliot and Co. You got that one?
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out to the Garrison.
Hygiene visuals. Check that out, my main man Gene. Check the quality of this out. We're going to drop all Gene's stuff right at the bottom of the podcast. Oh, yeah. It's all quality here. So it is Christmas, right?
It's Christmas, yes?
Yes. And a belated birthday, for those who don't know.
That's true.
It was his birthday.
Oh,
So I hope you had a great
How old are you,
birthday.
brother?
27.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank
Hell
you so
yeah, hell
much.
yeah.
Actually, oh, man.
Oh, my first UFC was I turned 27, my first UFC.
Wow.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow.
hell yeah.
Man, thank you so much, guys.
Oh.
Really appreciate it. I love always, Christmas.
And here's one for you too, you little
Oh,
bastards.
yeah. Why not?
Gifts galore.
Thank you, guys.
boys.
Gifts
Okay.
galore.
I want you to open it on camera.
No way.
He said, what?
Let the champ go
Damn,
first.
you
Oh,
love-
yes.
Man, thank you so much.
You're welcome, brother.
Thank you
You're
so
welcome,
much.
brother.
Yeah, I know. I love Legos. Definitely. One more?
Yeah.
Damn, guys.
We look
thank
after
you.
Yes.
our guests here, and that's just a little Christmas present, man. Because
Man.
last Saturday you made me and him and the rest of the world so freaking happy with one
So
of the
awesome.
greatest UFC fights in history, man. So I appreciate it. You can open
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, open.
Oh, I
Open.
see it. Oh, proper 12. Shout out.
Oh, no, they're mine.
Love it. Love it.
The Gucci's,
Oh,
brother.
you give Gucci glasses
you
too.
gotta
Yes.
well, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, my brother.
I know that you really wanted one of those. and
I did.
I just want to say that I really am so happy that you're on board
Oh.
with me, and you've just made my experience doing this show so much better. You're a very talented young man, and I'm really glad that you're with me, and
love it.
I love you, brother.
I love you too, bro.
I
Thank
love
you so
brother.
much, my man.
I now feel bad that I don't have a present for Coach, but
It's okay.
he's drinking beer and whiskey.
These are my
Yeah, we got
presents.
whiskey for
He's
him.
drinking the whiskey.
Yeah.
All right. So
What's more whiskey, Coach?
Last minute edition.
Now,
Last
listen.
minute edition.
Here's what we've got. Here's what we've got for you, Brandon. So, one of your biggest fans in the world. Get ready to cue
Oh,
these
yes.
boys up. One of your biggest fans from Canada. These guys do UFC fight picks, right? So they pick the fights, and he wants to come on. You want to introduce these boys?
Yeah, I'll introduce these boys. So, ladies and gentlemen, from Frederick, New Brunswick, Canada, Craig and Matt Fight Night Picks. You there, boys?
Wow, what an intro. That was
My
great.
guys.
Okay, now put your hand up. Who is the biggest Assassin Baby fan in the world?
I got to be honest, this is more of a Christmas present than anything you handed out there.
So, first of all, hashtag you're welcome. And second of all, if you would like to talk to your main man here, the floor is yours, my friend.
Guys, thank you for the support, guys. Thank you so much.
Bill,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you. Your last fight was fight of the year, and what you did against Figueiredo, again, one of the best performances of the year. Really honored just to be able to watch that fight, so thank you. And what you got for Christmas was my first question. Have you got the chance to buy any Funkos or Legos since your last fight?
After the fight, not. But before the fight, I went to the mall here in Vegas and bought some really good ones. So I'm enjoying right now. Really good Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, that's good to hear. And I mean, so you go from the Funkos and the Legos to a fight like that, and you come out so mean, Brandon. You look so mean before every single fight. How do you get into that mentality? Do your coaches kind of rile you up and get you ready, or is that just you getting amped up for that fight?
Actually, I was talking with the guys about that, about my mentality to fight right now. So before, always I'm trying to be like very educated, like a happy guy, I try to smile every day because I like it, I like the feeling when the people see you and are happy to see you, It's a nice feeling. So, but I think before that affect me a little bit in my fights because I try to finish really fast the fight. I don't want to throw punches. I don't want nothing. Just win fast and go to my home, and that's it. But now everything is different. Now I think I want to make damage in my opponents. And that's happens. I remember that mentality starts after my release from the company. I was in the bottom of my life in that moment, and something born inside of me, and that's why I obviously I have help. I have my mental coach, who she lives here in Vegas, and my coaches are always try to motivate it every day to be better. And that's it. Yes. I think my mentality, by myself is tough.
I have another question that has nothing to do with fighting. It's just because I need to know for my own sake. How long does it take to build a pinata from scratch, start to finish?
How dare you?
Man, you need to talk with my parents. I was very bad making piñatas. Bad, All my family are very good, It's a family company, But I was very bad. Normally, for example, my brother usually take, my 10 minutes, 20 minutes to make one. But for me, it was like
quick.
fucking 30 minutes and build something.
That's
That's why I'm fighting right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, I mean, you got your last fight after the win over Brandon Royval, and you only had about 2 weeks to get ready for a fight like that. You said it yourself, Davison Figueiredo. We know how good his jiu-jitsu was. We know how hard of a puncher he is. How do you get ready for a fight like that on 2 weeks' notice?
Man, I was ready even before than Cody Garbrandt, even before than Alex Perez. I saw his fights before, to try to make a game plan just in case, just if UFC gave me the opportunity to fight against Davison. Obviously, was everything so fast. I remember my fight against Brandon Royval. After that, I had like just a few hours to take, calm, to eat something bad. But I remember after the fight between Davison and Alex, like 10 minutes after, my manager comes with me with his cell phone and say, "Hey, I have the matchmaker on the phone. He wanna ask you if you wanna fight in 3 weeks." Man, to be honest, I was like weird. Like, oh wow, okay,
Wow.
can I think just 2 minutes, to talk with my head coach, and my head coach was on the side of me. And I talk with him and say, like, man, you are ready. You are ready. You are in shape. You have the cardio. You don't have any injuries from the fight against Royval. So, man, do it. Fuck it. And we take the fight. And I knew everything was the same for Figueiredo. So I have too much respect for him. I don't like too much his attitude. He's a kind of an asshole. But I have too much respect for him, like a fighter, like an athlete.
So ideally, and last question from me, ideally, when would you like the rematch to be next year? Do you want a little bit of time off? Is that something you're going to wait towards kind of in the summer, or do you want to get right back in there in the spring?
That was my question.
Man, I'm ready, actually, Obviously, it's hard because it's not just your body, it's your mind, You need to rest your mind. You need to be clear. Obviously, your body too. But you need to spend that time with your family. It's important,
Yeah.
Because I'm always training. I'm always outside of the house, in the gym, doing something. So they deserve to spend time with me. So, man, I think I start to train in January, and I want to fight maybe March. In a perfect world, I think April is the amazing date for me, the amazing month. But we'll see. March is good too, but April sounds better.
If they don't end up giving you the match by then, would you take another fight or would you wait?
No, man. I think right now any fight, the only fight for me what makes
Absolutely.
sense is Figueiredo,
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And I think it's not just for me; it's for the fans.
It's the sport, everything.
It's for the sport, for
Absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely.
For for the legacy of Figueiredo, because he was
True.
talking too much shit about me, like he was destroying me in the first round, submit me, knock me out. But we need a rematch.
Did he say anything to you after the fight?
No. To be honest, I don't understand. I don't
Really?
speak Portuguese.
Right. So, boys, what about your picks for this weekend? We've got a couple of great fights. Can you give us a few tips for the weekend?
Yeah, we're really looking forward to this card. You got a lot of all-timers on it, of course. Anthony Pettis, your former lightweight champ. You got Jose Aldo, featherweight GOAT. You've got Wonder Boy fighting Jeff Neal in the main event. It seems like a lot of the picks are kind of all over the board. And I know when we spoke on Tuesday, there were a few that we were really high on. I'm fortunate that today the fight between Dalcho Lungiambula and Carl Roberson is off the card. I really like Carl Roberson in that one. But for me, I'm really liking Tafon Chukwe. I really like him in his fight over Jamie Pickett. That's one that I'm looking at. And Pettis over Moreno is probably the other one. I really like Anthony Pettis in the spot. Both of these guys have backgrounds in Taekwondo and in Jiu-Jitsu. And if we're talking even playing field, Anthony Pettis has been fighting against some of the best fighters for the last, 10 years, 12 years or so. And Alex Moreno, he's 4-1 his last 5. His last win over Reese McKee was great. Obviously, he had that tough one against Chaos Williams, but I'm really looking forward to those two for sure.
Yeah, I really like Marcin Tybura, Greg Hardy. It's a really interesting fight because no one really knows what we're going to get from Greg Hardy. Is he a guy who could be around in the top 15 for a while? Is he just kind of one of these hype pieces that the UFC's put together? And Marcin Tybura is going to be able to answer those questions for you. He's a great grappler, just kind of one of those king of the grind styles. And if you're able to get a win over Marcin Tybura, you're able to beat pretty much anyone in the UFC. So that's a really important fight. And then, of course, this main event, everyone who I know, people who don't even care about MMA are excited for this just because they see, oh, wow, we have two guys who pretty much all they do is strike. A lot of people excited over it. It is hard to make an official pick just because they do match up so well, but I like Jeff Neal in the main event, but I think it's going to be a phenomenal fight.
Well, as you can see, these guys actually really, really do know their stuff. If you want to win some big money, then just go and check them out at Fight Night Picks. Guys, you have a parting word before you say goodbye to this absolute legend that we've got sitting here?
I mean, no, I just really appreciate you guys having us on. I mean, good luck with the preparations. Good luck with Christmas, getting back home to see your family, Brandon. I know it seemed like you had a lot of people in your camp there in the past couple of weeks. We saw Jose Quinones. I think we saw Louis Smolka on the Embedded. So pretty cool that you guys were able to kind of keep that tight-knit circle there in Vegas, getting ready for that fight. But no, good luck to everybody. Hopefully you have a good break, and really looking forward to the rematch.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Like, this was great.
Man, thank you for your time too again, and I know the next year will be crazy for everybody, but I think will be a better year for everybody too, So thank you so much for your time, guys.
Really happy to be affiliated with Matt and Craig from the Fight Night Picks, and let's do this again real soon, boys.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Wow. What a good podcast today. We're having whiskey.
There's a lot going on.
We're having presents. There's
a
Christmas.
lot going on.
The Christmas tree. You got your Stormtrooper heads right behind you there. You got the Legos.
I got a couple questions for the legend over here.
I didn't know how Legos were so expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I know. But, man, everybody has an expensive
Taste,
Yeah. No taste, like, how you say in English? Hobby.
Hobby.
Yes.
Hobby.
Well, speaking of hobby and style, I love food. So did Jason House take you to the food? Remember he said he was going to take you to all the food places. Did you go eat everywhere?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet?
He bring to his house Shake Shack burgers.
Okay, Shake Shack.
I love Shake Shack burgers, and before because I was talking about that, because the people ask me about the food, and I say in San Diego we don't have a Shake Shack, but one friend told me we have a Shake Shack there. So
what about In-N-Out Burger?
It's really good.
Yeah.
But I have In-N-Out close to my house there in Tijuana.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I mean, not in Tijuana, but you just need to cross the border. It's Chula Vista.
Okay.
Yeah. Chula Vista, isn't that the hot sauce?
About Freddy's.
Freddy's. What's Freddy's?
I don't
The
know.
burger spot?
Yeah.
With the ice cream?
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard of Freddy's. Yeah, Freddy's.
Yeah.
You know what you need to try before you go? Gordon Ramsay burger at Planet Hollywood.
Ah.
My favorite of all time.
Yeah.
So good.
Really?
So good. You have to try it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
So you make authentic Mexican food?
Here?
You do. Can you make it?
I know.
No.
I'm very bad.
You're not a cook?
When you
no, guys, no.
when you fight and you go back to Tijuana, do you celebrate somewhere? Is there a food? What's your favorite food place in Tijuana?
I mean, I know it sounds like a cliche,
Yeah.
but I love tacos.
Do you have a spot? You have a favorite spot?
Yes.
What's it called?
Tacos Meño,
Tacos Menu.
close of the house of my parents.
Okay.
Ah.
I love it,
Yeah.
Because, the tacos are very simple,
Yes.
are amazing,
Yeah. Is there
Simple is the best.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what the people of Tijuana how they're gonna celebrate when you come back home, and when you walk down the street now, it's gonna be different.
Maybe,
It's gonna be a lot different now. You might have to get security now. Since all this happened, has everything changed? Like literally, I know we talked about this before. In the last week, obviously your followers have gone up. Celebrities have been commenting on you. Everyone around the mixed martial arts industry has been saying how amazing you were. You kind of came out as, even though it was a draw, you kind of came out as the winner in this fight. Do you feel that?
At least all the people make me feel like a winner, like, because everybody say like, man, what a fight, what a close fight. I think you win, but nothing else matters. You are a fucking warrior. Congrats, my man. And man, obviously, yes, the attention on me is so different right now. I remember my fight against Brandon Royal. I started that fight with 47 7,000 followers.
Oh wow.
Right now I have like 160,000.
Oh my God.
It's amazing. It's
People love
really
you,
nice.
bro.
Yeah,
You're
no,
a
people
huge
do
star.
love you, man.
And I mean, I think that 90% of the people, the message is love.
Yeah.
Pure love, you know.
100%.
But you get the hate. Is there haters still? Haters? You get haters?
Everybody has haters. You have haters.
Yeah, yeah.
You have haters. Everybody has
Yeah.
haters. So it's normal. But no,
It doesn't affect you, right? It doesn't
no,
bother you. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Before maybe, you know, but right now I'm focused, you know, in the love and the good vibes.
Yeah, yeah. And so, does your wife watch it when you fight? Does she watch it on the TV or she can't watch?
My wife?
Yeah.
My wife, she's excited. She's like, push his face.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
What do you think about judging in UFC? Do you think like UFC should have their own judges?
Yeah, the UFC former fighters should be the judges.
Because all the fighters are commentating now. I think they should have their own judges, especially the fighters should judge.
But the problem is, you know, the most part of the time that his training partners are fighting, so maybe maybe no personal judges from UFC, but maybe judges more prepared, you know, like
Yeah, well.
with more I don't know what is the word, but learn about jiu-jitsu, you know, learn about
Yeah.
wrestling, you know, not
100%.
just boxing, no just striking, you know, because I think one takedown can change everything, you know.
For sure.
Counts
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
You know, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu, when you're on your back, the most part of the judges think you are losing. But sometimes the guy, like, I don't know, like Damian Maya,
Yep.
are very happy in his back, you know,
Yep.
trying to do something, you know. So, no personal judges from UFC, but judges more with more preparation of this sport.
But the problem is the judges are from the boxing athletic
Yes.
commission. Most of the athletic commission, they're used to doing boxing bouts. So when they see the ground, they don't really know what they're looking at. There could be a guy on their back, and he could be just absolutely dominating him, throwing lots of submissions. Technically, that guy is kind of winning. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So
Kevin Holland.
Kevin Holland.
Kevin Holland, yeah.
Look at that. Yeah.
I mean, that's an old school pretend to get up, technical stand up
Yes.
Brazilian.
And let's
jiu-jitsu.
be real, if
and then
he-
you drop bombs. You can't get. We have savage wrestlers on you all the time.
Yeah.
You get halfway up, you rip an elbow, you rip a.
Yep.
It's the first time I've seen it like live, and I'm going. You know how many texts I had? Coach, did you see it? We learned that Saturday. Like I'm like, I know, it's basics, but people are doing basics now. They've been doing it for a long time.
You know, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
they're
If he
finishing
wouldn't
fights.
have knocked out Jacare like that, he would have probably lost that round because he
Yes.
would have got the 2 takedowns on his back. So they don't know what they're really looking at. That's a huge problem right now. And this is why, in my opinion, you lost the fight because, or it was a draw. It was a
That
draw
could be a
because
setup is the
they don't
point.
know what they're looking at. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think you went 2, 3, 4. But these guys, you know.
At the end of the day, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, you need to finish the fight, you know?
Yeah.
Or at least maybe always try to get that mindset, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finish the fight, you know?
So mature for such a young age. What are you, 27 now?
27, yes.
You have a real old soul as far as
I know.
you know what I mean by that. I don't know how you say that in Spanish. Like you've been here before. Like your brain functions a little bit at a higher frequency than most 27-year-olds that are just interested in drinking, getting laid. But here you are with a wife and 3 kids.
I know.
You're now one of the biggest stars in the UFC because of that fight last year. You have a huge career ahead of you, and you're a star now. I'm so happy for you, brother.
Man, thank you so much. And actually, yesterday I was in the car with my wife and she asked me about, hey, why all his friends are like 35 or on more? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, because we are old.
Yep.
Your friends are older.
Yes, maybe 100% of my friends are like 35.
They're all
36.
they're all family and responsible people like
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly.
Just your job is just a little different.
Yeah, people with
That's it.
family, you know, like, I don't know, you know,
Yeah.
I'm fine, and I know, you know, I needed to be more smart in my life, you know, for this sport. This sport make me make me
More mature.
more mature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mature,
Yeah.
yeah. See, I'm the opposite. I'm 50, but I act like I'm like 16. As you
No
can see, I got
problem.
freaking Spider-Man, Star Wars, you name
good.
it, bottles of whiskey around here, but that's okay. That's me. That's how I like it. You're as old as your energy.
That's right.
I am 50 years old. Now, yes, Botox and filler, it does help. I'm not going to fucking lie. But let's just talk about really quick. I want to talk about this show wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. Primarily one of our affiliates, Proper 12 Irish Whiskey. They send all the whiskey over to us here to give to all of our guests. We gave this young man, did you drink that whiskey? Did you drink it?
Yeah, a few shots, really good.
You like it?
It's nice.
Yeah.
I need to make a whiskey ribs with the
Oh,
bottle.
yes. Now we're talking.
I know that recipe.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
All right, so make sure you let everybody know. I'd like to know that
Ah,
recipe as
man.
well. So I want to talk about one of our new sponsors that we've got coming on board, and I'm going to get him to jump into that seat real quickly
Good.
for about a couple minutes. But before we do, Ian, can you spin that clip of our brand new sponsor that's coming on board? Hey, what's the story, guys? It's Marcus here. Here we are today with Brad from BWA Car Detailing, the detail of the detail of the detail. He's going to be taking this 2019 Hyundai Elantra and making it look like a 2020. Let's see if this man's got what it takes, baby! And when I say this man gets down on his hands and knees for his business, I don't just mean it as a terminology, I mean it as a literal sense. As you can see, Brad on his hands and knees cleaning carpets like an absolute champion. Go, Brad! Check this out for a finished product. This is what we call the showroom special. And what we mean by that is it's detailed in such a way that it looks like it's just drove off the showroom floor. The showroom special. All right, guys, here's what I'm going to be talking about. As you can see right here, the detail of the detail of the detail is what I like to call it. Check this out, guys. My man's been here for about 4 hours. He's done everything from clean the upholstery on the seats to take care of all the carpets. The dashboard looks absolutely immaculate and it smells divine in here. Guys, I'm telling you now, I have 3 dogs that are constantly in the car with me all the time. The place is completely filled with pet hair, and I was even worried that I had tried to vacuum it out several times myself. Never, ever, ever had any luck with doing it. That's mine. Check this out, guys. We call this the showroom special. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm here with my man Brad from BWA Detailing. That's right, Brad, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So can you just give everybody a quick rundown on exactly what you did today?
So today we took Marcus's Hyundai Elantra and we completely transformed it into what it should have been the entire time he's had the car, which is immaculate. So we removed the pet hair. Well, I removed the pet hair, vacuumed it out, got the exterior
I certainly didn't.
protected, interior protected, and Marcus is ready for the road for days to come.
So we're going to be dropping all of the information right down here at the bottom of the podcast, and this is going to be a great episode. I'm looking forward to it. My man, killed it. Yeah, once again, I want to do a massive big shout out to my guy, Brad Putt at BWA Detailing. He came in and detailed Jennifer's car today, and he did an amazing job. So thank you very much, Brad. You are highly recommended, Machada. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, I think it's his first podcast ever. I think he's a little bit nervous, but would you welcome all the way from BWA Detailing? What's up, Brad?
How's it going, everybody?
I'm good, man. Just come a little closer to that microphone right there, my friend.
right. Oh,
So
boy.
listen,
There we go.
I want you to give everybody a description of what you do, what you can do for them, and that you come to them and do it, right? They don't come to you. You go to their house.
Yes, I do.
And you bring what? You bring your own hot water. You bring all your own equipment. You bring all your everything that needs to be done to detail a car. The detail of the detail of the detail.
Yes, I'm fully mobile. I'm 100% mobile. I show up at your house, at your business, and I completely detail your car from inside, from interiors to exteriors. What else?
Yeah.
I mean,
so basically, you do any kind of car, trucks.
yeah, I do cars, trucks. My pricing starts for coupes at $99.
Yep.
And I usually price my business out
Right.
just so people book a service.
Well, you know what? What makes your business stand out to everybody else's car cleaning business? What makes you special?
What makes me special is I show up fully mobile. I'm very educated. I've been doing this for 5 years now. I moved my business from Hawaii to Cincinnati, and now I'm here in Las Vegas, and I'm not here to take part. I'm definitely here to take over. I have literally grown my business in less than 12 months. I've battled homelessness this year, lived at the Motel 6, and literally I have nothing but big things coming from my business beyond just the mobile detailing.
The passion is what I like about this kid. He came to my house, and he cleaned that car for 4 hours, man. 4-hour detail. And I just want to say it's probably the best car detail that I've ever had. And I'm so glad that you're a part of I'm so glad you're one of our sponsors and an affiliate. And I appreciate you, man. Anything else?
Likewise.
Anything else before you bounce?
If you guys ever need to get a hold of me, you can find me at BWA Detailing on any social media. That's TikTok, Instagram, Twitter is OG Bradley P. That's my name, Bradley Putt. And I look forward to seeing you guys here in Vegas if you guys book me. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Thank you.
So it's not
Appreciate
Brad Pitt, it's Brad Putt. You can jump back in there now, mate. Okay, so, man,
Thanks, Brad.
we are
Nice to meet you, bro.
we are the champions. We are the champions, and we've got champions here. Before we go, in Spanish, to all your fans and family in Mexico, can you say something? And I want you to say it strictly in Spanish. Into that camera right there, my brother.
Nice. Ok, nada, pues muchas gracias. O sea, es un camino bien difícil, ¿no? Es un camino que me ha costado mucho llegar, en el cual me he tropezado miles de veces, pero que siempre he encontrado la fuerza para seguir adelante. Entonces, la gente que ha estado ahí conmigo siempre, que se ha mantenido echándome muy buenas vibras, la verdad es que gracias. O sea, no tengo las palabras suficientes para expresar todo el cariño y el agradecimiento que tengo para todos ustedes, ¿no? Entonces, miles de gracias. Felices fiestas, feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas. Ya se acabó este 2020 que estuvo horrible, ya viene el 2021, ya viene la recuperación, entonces vámonos fuerte. Hey.
My friend,
Yes.
you are a champion.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
100%.
I want to say thank you very much for my boxing coach that brought me from nothing to something. Tony, I love you, brother.
Love it.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you next
Start
week.
back at it. We're gonna crush
Yeah,
the new year.
absolutely. I want to say thank you very much to my co-host, my brother, and one of my best friends on the planet.
Oh,
My
yes.
brother, I love you, man.
Hey,
Thank you so
it
much.
might not be next month. It might not be next week. It might not be tomorrow. But very soon, one day, you will be champion, my
Yes,
friend.
sir.
Yeah, and I want to say, of course, thank you very much, the Assassin Baby. You are a champion in our eyes,
Thank
and
you.
thank you so much for coming on the show, my friend.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. It was an amazing place, you know. Thank you so much for your time.
And it's episode 21. That's why we're drinking, because we're allowed to drink now. Episode 21 is today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching the podcast, man. This is one of my favorite ones. This is Marcus Deegan from What Happens Here podcast in Las Vegas. Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. I love you.
Yes,
Te
sir.
amo, my friends, compadres from Mexico. Marcus Deegan. Adios.